Welcome, 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 welcome. This is going to be a really fun topic today, and those of you who have been in my world for a while may have heard about it, but it always bears repeating because it's such a radical way to declutter your life. You know, many of the people that we've worked with over the years have feel overwhelmed by the objects and activities in their lives. Can you feel it? If you're feeling overwhelmed yourself, feeling stuck, just type overwhelmed or stuck in the chat, whether you're watching the replay or whether you're here with me live today. So, many professionals suggest that you begin by identifying things you no longer use or love. Marie Kondo, for one, has been very popular for helping people to get rid of tons and tons of things. And I am down with that, believe me. And I certainly don't disagree that eliminating stuff is an integral part of the decluttering process. But I like to approach that often overwhelming process of determining what items deserve a place in your life by beginning with your treasures. Once you've chosen an area to focus on, first identify the things that you absolutely love, those things that you would never, ever in a million years part with. If your house burned down, you would try to grab those things that no matter what happened, you would be taking with you if you were moving, even if you were downsizing. Those are your treasures. You know the ones, those items that make you smile or giggle or create a positive feeling that you might even feel in your body. So either set them aside or identify them in some way. If you're moving, it can be helpful to just put a little dot, a little colored dot on it so that you know what's going and what's staying. So once you've identified your treasures, then more than likely there's still going to be some stuff there, right? So the next level is to determine what are things that you might not consider treasures, but perhaps they're useful, and you do use them, even if only occasionally. So those are, but as long as they have no negative feelings. I mean, even if it's useful, if it has negative feelings, out it goes. Let it go to someone who's not, doesn't have those negative attachments. They can just enjoy it. Absolutely. If anything that brings up bad feelings, let it go. Because as you know, and if this is your first time with me, you can go back to the guides and hear all about the energy of clutter, but it's really, really important. So, from this place of clarity about the things that matter the most to you, you can begin to edit your belongings and to declutter those that no longer bring you joy. So I did a webinar on Monday, had some great questions at the end. I did about 30 minutes of, teaching. And then we were going to have 15 minutes for Q&A. It ended up being about 30 minutes of Q&A and our prize drawing. So if you want to be a part of that, let me know. Just message me and say webinar, and I can send you a link to that. It'll be available online until Saturday morning. So, but I'm also going to post in the comments here, I'm going to post another blog post that I have on this topic of treasures, and it's called How to Give Your Treasures the Spotlight. So if this idea appeals to you, go dig into that, and I will see you next week.